hold me. When you had your lips in mine and our fingers intertwined. Wish we never had to leave this love behind. 'Cause I lose my mind, I lose my mind. Should've told myself I let you go. When our hearts collide, collide. Oh, I can't help but fall back in your arms. When our hearts collide.
All right, boss. What's that, a throwdown burning a hole in your pocket? Why don't you get it ticked off your to-do list?
Speeding on the highway, just trying to get to your place. Then we only had like 2 dates, but I think we're on to something. Running every red light, 'cause I don't wanna waste time. Damn, am I out of my mind, from the shaky kind of loving. Baby, I don't wanna slow us down. Got caught up in the feeling, heaven help me now. 'Cause I've been moving fast since you came around. Yeah, this feeling something dangerous, but I can't turn back now. Now I got whiplash, driving a little too fast. Don't even care if I crash, just trying to get to you. Yeah, I got whiplash, speeding until I lose track. Now it's too late to turn back. I'm just trying to get to you, just trying to get. Cutting every corner, just to get a little closer. Will you hold me when it's over, or leave me stranded on the sidewalk? Baby, I don't wanna slow us down. Got caught up in the feeling, heaven help me now. 'Cause I've been moving fast since you came around. Yeah, this feeling something dangerous, but I can't turn back now. Now I got whiplash, driving a little too fast. Don't even care if I crash, just trying to get to you. Yeah, I got whiplash, speeding until I lose track. Now it's too late to turn back. I'm just trying to get to you, just trying to get to you. Just trying to get to you, just trying to get to you. Just trying to get to you, just trying to get to you. I know you've been silently breaking. Friends
jaded. 'Cause I wouldn't blame you if you were, if you were. No, I wouldn't blame you if you were, if you were. Who's gonna save me now? Oh, when I fall apart. Who's gonna call my name? Oh, when I meet this door. Who's gonna take your place now that I let you down? Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now? Oh, when I fall apart. Who's gonna call my name? Oh, when I meet this door. Who's gonna take your place now that I let you down? Who's gonna save me now? When you held me, yeah, you kept all my pieces together. So without you, I'm a mess, seems like you're doing better. 'Cause I wouldn't blame you if you were, if you were. No, I wouldn't blame you if you were, if you were. Who's gonna save me now? Oh, when I fall apart. Who's gonna call my name? Oh, when I meet this door. Who's gonna take your place now that I let you down? Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now? Oh, when I fall apart. Who's gonna call my name? Oh, when I meet this door. Who's gonna take your place now that I let you down? Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me? Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now? When I fall apart. Who's gonna call my name? Oh, when I meet this door. Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now?
Sun setting fast on a violet night. When I feel the weight of the world tonight. Red into blue, yeah, I knew it would bruise, but I still do it all the exact same way. Yeah, I'm trying, oh, I'm trying to love you, and I'm fine, but I'm not fine.
You keep crushing those dynamo jokes.
Every time I say I need space, I end up at your doorstep. Every time you pull me back in, I do something I regret. Maybe it's just who we are, ignoring all the red flags just to open up all our old wounds. Back to the start, the emotional pendulum swings right back, and I call you. Wish I could forget the late nights you drive me home, when you felt like the right one, you're safe to hold. We were meant to fall apart in the end. I was just a fool. We were too good to be true. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Walking on a fine line between love and attention. Thought we found a solid ground, now all the skills are tipping. Maybe it's just who we are, flying through the red flags just to crash into the wall. Back to the start, the emotional pendulum swings right back, and I call. Wish I could forget the late nights you drive me home, when you felt like the right one, you were safe to hold. We were meant to fall apart in the end. I was just a fool. We were too good to be true. Be true. We were too good to be true. Story time, we're back on this ride. Giving up, why do we try? Honestly, I failed to lie. Thought I belonged back in your arms, but I could be wrong sometimes. Tell me you're done, tell me you're done, tell me a lie. You tore us apart, put up your guard, couldn't decide. I'm begging you, let me go. I'm begging you,
us apart, put up a guard, couldn't decide. I'm begging you, let me go. I'm begging you to let me go. I know it hurts, I feel it too, so please don't make it worse. I'm begging you, let me go. I grew up reading stories, how I believed that I could climb through every page. How all the fire and glory, all the revenge and all the rage. Have you heard of the heroes ending? They couldn't protect and they couldn't defend in all the pain. Have you heard of the heroes standing? If we go further, then we'll never be the same. Heroes standing. too long. You messed up and I was wrong. Us together's picture perfect, but we were only good on the surface. Always second guessing if there's something that I'm missing. Run away when I'm all you have. Is there something I can say that would bring you back? Know what you're saying when you walk away. Like a sand in an hourglass, watch you falling away, slipping through the cracks. We started okay, but we went off track. I went my own way and I never looked back. Never look back now. Never look back, never look back, never look back. Look back now. Started strong when you came my way. I remember it now like it's yesterday. Different time and a different place. High hopes and even higher stakes. We held on far too long. You messed up and I was wrong. Us together's picture perfect, but we were only good on the surface. Always second guessing if there's something that I'm missing. Run away when I'm all you have. Is there something I can say that would bring you back? Know what you're saying when you walk away. And like the sand in an hourglass, watch you falling away, slipping through the cracks. We started okay, but we went off track. I went my own way and I never looked back. Never look back now. Never look back, never look back, never look back. Look back now. Never look back now. Never look back, never look back, never look back. Look back now.
You broke a bridge, the one that I wanted to cross. I told you things that you have since then forgot. Do you see me, everything I am? Or do I stand for someone that you could get back? My mind is racing, burning the pages of love. With all the ways I try, but it's never enough. Second chances only to those who don't take for granted, just both of us do. My mind is racing, burning the pages of love. Burning the pages of love. No love. Burning the pages of
you made some mistakes. It's too hard to go on with the shame. Just close your eyes and I'll be close behind. 'Cause you're a torch in the moonlight, blowing out all the stars. I can see you shine. You're never lost in the distance. It don't matter how far. I can see you shine. Call when you want me, call when you need me. When your fire's low, world on your shoulders, carrying boulders. You don't have to walk alone. Say that you made some mistakes. So hard to go on with the shame. Just close your eyes, and I'll be close behind. 'Cause you're a torch in the moonlight, blowing out all the stars. I can see you shine. You're never lost in the distance. It don't matter how far. I can see you shine. I can see you shine.
I never got to say goodbye. Wish I knew the reasons why you left me here alone. They say life has perfect timing, and you and I were a crash of lightning. So why am I here aching for your voice? So can you hear me where you are? Your echo never felt so far. I wish I could have saved you. You left your mark on me. You left your heart with me. Wouldn't trade this pain myself for anything. Because you're still standing in the doorway lights. My best friend in every way. You're my reason to hold. May the same that I choose to again. The world stopped turning when you left my side. Regret became a way to pass the time. I wish you saw you through my eyes. The way you lit up every room with that smile, gave your whole heart without asking why. How did I get so lucky to know
Yes, I love you. You. Look, I'm talking about you. You.
Hey, take your sunglasses off. It's more personal.
I am talking about you. I love you.
Haunted by your love, it follows me wherever I go. Wanted so much more. It's killing me that you may never know how hard I'm holding on to this fantasy, how hard I'm holding on to what will never be. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. I won't ever let it show. I won't ever let you go. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. I won't ever let it show. I won't ever let all in all for you. I never thought I would ever fall this low, but I'm still holding on to this fantasy. Oh, I'm still holding on to what will never be. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. I won't ever let it show. I won't ever I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. I won't ever let it show. I won't ever let you know.
When did you get here? 'Cause I won't disappear till you catch some feelings on the second gear. All these other lanes always trying to interfere.
It's hard to get there, you can't copy me. You're living that aspect of who you're trying to be. Yeah, oh, there's something else to know. I'm gonna tell you for it's hard to think that you can't copy me. You're living that aspect of who you're trying to be. Yeah, oh, there's something else to know. I'm gonna tell you for
feels like I'm crushed, yeah. I'm not a fuss thing, and it ain't changing up despite all of the rush, yeah. And now I dread all of the things that we have lost, cause I know even if I try we won't ever make up. I try to love it when we're not talking, but every time I do it feels like I'm just losing. My mind is racing, but I gotta hate it. But I'm just trying to get you back in my room again. Stop to think that you can't copy me. You're learning how to spite of who you're trying to be. Oh, whoa, whoa, there's something you should know.
lose yourself. You can't copy me. Like who you're trying to be. There's something else to know. I'm gonna tell you for it. You can't copy me. Like who you're trying to be. Lose yourself. Goodbyes take time. None of this feels easy. You're trying your best, but you can't erase the feeling. My stomach is turning, and the vices aren't working. It's breaking through the surface. I could feel it coming, calling from a distance. Thought that we were close, we were miles from home. I was holding too tight while my heart was slipping. Didn't even know how to let you go. I thought I'd break into a million pieces, lose myself and spin out in the ether. But the worst part is over, and I got my closure, a weight off my shoulder. I could feel it coming, calling from a distance. Thought that we were close, we were miles from home. I was holding too tight while my heart was slipping. Didn't even know how to
I stay or be alone? Won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. Should I stay or be alone? Won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired. I'm just waiting for the fight, but you won't even try to survive. You would rather keep it all inside when I'm on fire. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone.
I can't hear your voice anymore. Another day where my memories drown me out. To fill my void, I keep on running, tumbling as I feel the gravity weighs me down. I wish that I could feel your love again. I wish that I could feel your words again. I promise in the end we'll meet again, but I keep losing all the trace of love. Life and all the fear, I lost you, but your soul will stay with me. I promise in the end we'll meet again, and we will love again. I really I things you know, but just your voice is not enough. When I feel alone, I know you're not so far from home, but I just need to feel your touch. So take me over, make me feel tonight. I'm waiting for you now. So just kiss me slowly. Try to take our time. If only you were here. 'Cause I lose my mind, just counting the time. I need you to come back. 'Cause I lose my mind, just counting the time. I need you to come back. 'Cause I can't wait. Take me over, make me feel tonight. I'm waiting for you now. So just kiss me slowly. Try to take our time. If only you were here. 'Cause I lose my mind, just counting the time. I need you to come back. 'Cause I lose my mind, just counting the time. I need you to come back. I can't wait for baby, you. I know the way the story goes. The first part is the fun. We leave the room a little cold to keep each other warm just for a minute. For the bombs are hitting and every
I used to hold back. I recall those early nights when we just sleep in our jeans. Cause I used to know that someone like you might not take me all that seriously. Because you're always keeping on the outside, staring with my eyes wide, trying to be a good guy. And now you know you're only getting closer, losing all the focus. Loving you is hopeless. When this is over, will we be haunted by how it ends? When this is over, will we remember how it was back then? Jealous little glances while you danced in the dark. I wasn't like that before you kicked in all the doors and ran away with my heart. Because you're always keeping on the outside, staring with my eyes wide, trying to be a good guy. And now you know you're only getting closer, losing all the focus. Loving you is hopeless. When this is over, will we be haunted by how it ends? When this is over, will we remember how it was back then? This is will we remember how it was back then? This is in the dark, felt so alone. I hear the voices trying to break me. I'm not enough, so give it up. Is it lies or is it truth? It's like the movies, or is it real? Tell me where's my happy ending? Cause it has to be fake, or else I will break. So hear me out. I'm living in a nightmare, but I'm still wide awake. The silhouettes around me, I can't escape. And I'm reaching for a lifeline to calm the waves. Cause I'm living in a nightmare.
Will you help me out of here before I disappear? Oh, I am just surviving. So will you be my guidance? 'Cause I'm living in a nightmare, but I'm still wide awake. The silhouettes around me, I can't escape. And I'm reaching for a lifeline to calm the waves. 'Cause I'm living in a nightmare, but I'm still wide awake.
Not sure what I'm supposed to say. We danced around the point most days. Saw it coming from a mile away. So we'd save our breath, 'cause we can't change fate. Something had to give, but I wish it wasn't this. Maybe I already missed you when we were sleeping side by side. Yeah, I know we had our issues, but you can't say we didn't try. We were falling out of love, not all at once, not overnight. Didn't know my heart was breaking till I finally heard you say goodbye. Didn't think that I would cry. It hit me hard. We lost the fight. We were holding on to borrowed time till I went left and you stayed right. Something had to give, but I wish it wasn't this. Maybe I already missed you when we were sleeping side by side. Yeah, I know we had our issues, but you can't say we didn't try. We were falling out of love, not all at once, not overnight. Didn't know my heart was breaking till I finally heard you say goodbye. Didn't know my heart was breaking till I finally heard you say goodbye. Goodbye. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow.
Kitchen's crazy with love. No time cleaning, the job's hard enough. On the weeknight she stays busy in the clouds. 5 a.m. she gets up, sun rising up, but she's running off toward a life that pays the day she won't want to wake up. And she's buried alive in bills neck high, and she sits down and says it's alright. Won't use cry, losing time. She dreams of autographs and photographs and no attachments to these photos of present tense. This life is dead if she wishes to. Late hours are painful, staying awake too long. Fantasies turn blue, keeps seeing of autograph and photograph because she needs to. She needs to. She needs to. Living off minimum, working too much, she shows on her thumbs. Every time she grabs the bottle, it hurts to pick up. Her friends are jealous enough, overdue call, her phone's blowing up. Lost the joy that she felt each time the phone would ring on. And she's buried alive in bills neck high, and she sits down and says it's alright. Won't use cry, losing time. She dreams of autographs and photographs and no attachments to these photos of present tense. Life is dead if she wishes to. Late hours are painful, staying awake too long. Fantasies turn blue, keeps seeing of autographs and photographs. She needs to.
I've been trying to reach out to you, 'cause my days have been rough and I know yours are too. I've been trying to think of what to say, but my mind has been up in the clouds these days. How am I supposed to think straight when all I see are stars and you're a million miles away? Can we skip this part? How do I get close to you with all this empty space? I would build 100 rockets just to see your face, 'cause it feels like I've been on a boat ride
I supposed to think straight when all I see are stars? And you're a million miles away. Can we skip this part? Feels like it's impossible to get inside your head. I don't wanna fight so hard to get past your defense. How do I get close to you with all this empty space? I would build 100 rockets just to see your face. 'Cause it feels like I've been on a bad night.
like a battlefield. You win some and you lose some. Have you had a paper shield with a feeling you can't outrun? When the light comes pouring in, and you start to feel again. What becomes of the broken-hearted? Nights are long and the days are hardest. Won't be long till you're out the darkness. Got to hold on, you got to hold on. What becomes of the broken-hearted? Nights are long and the days are hardest. Won't be long till you're out the darkness. Got to hold on, you got to hold on. Got to hold on, you got to hold on. Got to hold on, you got to hold on. Won't be long till you're out the darkness. Got to hold on, got to hold on. Got to hold on to the broken-hearted. Got to hold on to the broken-hearted. The chemicals are rushing in. I feel them underneath my skin. Don't know where you end and I begin. If you're tired of being alone, if you need a heart to hold, I'll take you where you wanna go. 'Cause I know it's in my arms. Even when the night is gone, I'll show you where you belong. When I'm with you. If you're in the dark, even when the light is gone, I'll show you where you belong. When I'm with you, I'll hold you in my If you're in the dark, even when the light is gone, I'll show you where you belong. When I'm with you, I'll hold you in my
Drop it.
Hey yo, DJ, drop that. Ocean, bit of platinum. If I drown, she said I come back. Hold me up, the suspension. Fit the ground when you're not around. Feel the ground when you're not around.
once again.
Maybe I'm weak, but it took half a year to get over you, over you. Or maybe I'm good at pretending that I moved on. I know that we got a lot of the same friends, and soon enough there come a weekend when we just not bring it up. Yeah, maybe I'm weak, but it's taking too long to get over you. not quite convinced that it won't end the same this time. Tell me, can people really get a fresh start? Should I be more careful with my heart? I'm treading carefully. Crazy how something can scar you so deep, but you fall right back. I'm not ready to need you again, unless this time we're holding on. The truth is I don't know how to forget. So when I saw you coming, I knew I'd be swept right back up, and I didn't care. And hiding from the truth would have got me nowhere. 'Cause I'm not ready to need you again, but I need you again. Washing you away in the rain. October skies are gray. The petals seem to fade, the memories evaporate, and I don't know what to say. And you notice I was focusing your gun. I was hopeless while you were smoking in the sun, and I don't know how to wait. All the problems, all the good, and also what's wrong. I was hoping I'd be enough for you all along, but I'm not sure that you'll stay. And I'm not sure that you'll stay. That you'll stay. I'm not sure that you'll stay. And I'm not sure that you'll stay. But I'm not sure that you'll stay. Let's just stay. I watched you walk away. Did you get enough space? A reflection is erased. There's water on my lips. Some are salty to the taste, the ones from my face. What happens when all of our friends notice a storm? Where to play for all the flooding and not the calm? We're drowning in ourselves. It hurts to say that we were great, but nothing at all. How can something that we've been watching away so long? I'm not sure that you'll stay. I'm not sure that you'll stay. That you'll stay. I'm not sure that you'll stay. And I'm not sure that you'll stay. But I'm not sure that you'll stay.
just say
I can see it better now. Always looking for my doubts. Why you always running now? Running out. You were always trying to blame me. Putting on a smile, faking. Oh, and I don't wanna cry right now. I don't understand words that you say, and I don't wanna leave this town, but I don't wanna be alone, so I stay. And if I wait one more day, maybe it would finally change. It's not easy when you do this to me. When you do this to me. Why'd you do this to me? And if I wait one more day, maybe you'll finally change. Maybe there's no happy ending for me. Nothing ever seems to change. Are we addicted to the pain? Sad it's gotta be this way. Be this way. Did you even understand me? Putting on a smile, you're faking. Oh, and I don't wanna cry right now. I don't understand words that you say, and I don't wanna leave this town, but I don't wanna be alone, so I stay. And if I don't Reasons, feelings all around. Don't say you want me now. Let go, ego, stuck in love. But I'm done acting proud. Again and again I have tried, but I know it's finally time. I was your poison, your pain, you were my escape. I know it's in my yesterdays, but I wanted to say with love in my veins that I'll see you and I'll see you again when it's right. And I fought the fight, the demons can't drown me alive. Better be the day everything changes. I'll see you and I'll see you again. Again, again, again. Again, again, again. Again, again, again. I'll see you and I'll see you again. In my yesterdays, but I wanted to say with love in my veins that I'll see you and I'll see you again when it's right. And I fought the fight, the demons can't drown me alive. That'll be the day everything changes. I'll see you and I'll see you again. Again, again, again. Again, again, again. Again, again, again. I'll see you and I'll see you again.
were so in love, but looks like you're gone. And maybe it's time to move on. Everything's been changing, our love is lost, and I know it's all on you. Cause every little thing I do, you hated every single move I made, and I don't wanna feel it too.
I believe that the world's gone cold, and I know I can live without you. Would you change if you knew you could? Wish you'd see you the way that I do. Say 1,000 times I know it's never easy. I'll barricade myself around you like a city. Feelings change, but I can't be shaken. I will stand the test of
crash around you. We'll be the last, we'll be the first. That was the worst to ever hold you. Let it all crash down, let it down the walls around you. It wouldn't last, it wouldn't hurt. For what it's worth, it's what we've been through. Cause we get along, one foot in front of the other. I don't know if my heart can recover. I just feel like we're broken and left here to suffer. Where were you when I was left to myself for too long, for too long? Where were you? Tell the truth this time, and let me hold you for one more night. Let it all fall down, let it all fall around you. We'll be the last, we'll be the first. These are the words that hurt and haunt you. Let it all crash down, let it down the walls around you. We wouldn't last, we wouldn't work. For what it's worth, it's what we've been through. Cause we get along, one foot in front of the other. I don't know if my heart can recover. I just feel like we're broken and left here to suffer. Where were you when I was left to myself for too long, for too long? Where were you? Let it all crash down, let it down the walls around you. It wouldn't last, it wouldn't hurt. For what it's worth, it's what we've been through. Cause we get along, one foot in front of the other. I don't know if my heart can recover. I just feel like we're broken and left here to suffer.
Thought I had it all figured out. Told myself the whole story. Turns out what I was working towards wasn't for me. Opening up to your light. One look, I swear you were mine. I've made you wait for far too long. something that I need, but it keeps coming up, it keeps coming up to you. 'Cause I don't care if we're pores, buttons, or we're bleeding out, as long as I've got you. Well, I've tried harder, and if you're feeling pretty alone, take yourself to bed and dream of someone better, someone better, someone better, someone better. All the shit I've done, the plans I've played, and all them empty rooms. If it's no good to you, it's no good to who? And the clock's ticking faster, ain't nothing up. I said, ooh, love without you. Love without, ooh, love without you. And if you're feeling pretty alone, take yourself to bed and dream of someone better, someone better, someone better, someone better.
Patiently waiting for signs to tell me you're alright. Look at the stars late at night to see if I can find something that I can believe in, some kind of proof you can show. Where do we go when we go now?
I tried to be just what I thought you needed. I give, you take, until it's hard to breathe in. But stick around through the ups and downs when you need it taken. Looking back from then till now, I think we're both too late. Underneath, it's hard to see that we've been pretending, on and off, back and forth. Don't know if we can fix it. Hanging on when the love is gone, till there's nothing left here. Is it wrong to write our song with a different ending?
everything I want everywhere I go. So why can't I just stay here? I know that it's not real, but I don't care. I hate when I'm awake and you're not there. I won't give up until you know the truth. My life is better when I'm with you. With you. When I'm with you. My life is better when I'm with you. With you. My life is better when I'm with you. With you. When I'm with you. My life is better when I'm with you. With you. Fade into the stars high up in my dreams. Never be apart if it's up to me. Deep in your embrace for eternity. No, I will never leave here. Heart rate in the sky when I see your face. Always know it's you, cause we levitate. Stargaze in your eyes and I'm unafraid. No, I will never leave here. I know that it's not real, but I don't care. I hate when I'm awake and you're not there. I won't give up until you know the truth. My
Talk to me. Why have you been avoiding me so much lately? Did I do something wrong, or was it maybe something I said? I'm going crazy thinking about it.
didn't do anything. Retribution against the system. Taking a stand, this wasn't enough. We the people expect a time to change the world for us. Living in a fantasy, taking everything away from me. Losing faith was a reaction to your miscalculation. Waiting to watch the world burn. Waiting to watch the world burn.
If I changed everything, the way I walk, the way I breathe, will my fate shift into the night? But here I am, same old thing, sinking deep, no ecstasy. Reality haunts the living night. If I saw another day, all I do is scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old way, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, where you going? It won't be as simple for you. Time won't change anything if I don't know how to breathe. We couldn't get pushed against the tide. Maybe once, maybe twice, turned around to save the time. Now I know how to read the signs. If I saw another day, all I do is scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old way, taking off without the same mistake.